Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mama and the Baby Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. It's been an up and down kind of day for us here. So, feeling better today. Got some sleep. Me and Johnny got out and went to the movies with his gift card that he got from Amy. Wishing, oh Lord have mercy. Why does her channel leave my mind just that quick? Wishing on crochet. Hooked on wishing crochet. There you go. So, it's just crazy. Anyway, and then I had to go pick up a prescription that wasn't covered under my insurance, so I had to pay for that. Anyway, that didn't make me happy at all. But that's how it goes sometimes. But then we get home and we have packages. Some yarn I ordered from Michael's. A happy mail that I will go over in another video. Very happy mail. Thank you very much. And let's talk about this order from Michael's. Well, they sent it in mailer bags. 2 different mailer bags to be exact, because apparently I had to send part of my order from one place and part of my order from another place. And someone apparently opened my bag after it was, I don't know, before or after it was delivered. I don't know if someone creeped on my porch while John and I were gone, but the Happy Mail box was open. Luckily, it appears that everything that was meant to be in it was in it. I hope. I hope. But my yarn was open. One of the bags was tore open, and I guess they weren't looking for it to be yarn. So whoever the would-be thieves weren't looking for yarn to steal, but the bag was open. And the yarn was jacked up, which I don't think that whoever opened the bag to look to see if it was something they wanted to steal, I don't think they're the ones that jacked it up. It got jacked up in transport because I ordered 12 cakes because I got in on the $5 a cake deal, and half the deck of cakes are jacked up. Let me show you. This does have a happy ending, by the way. So don't get a bit of uproar against Michael's, because it does have a happy ending, okay? And I'm going to share that with you. But I was not happy. I was not a happy mama when I first opened these bags and started taking my yarn out, because on sale, on clearance sale or not, I paid for this stuff, and you have the expectation of getting these items as if you had bought it from the store when you order it, right? You order enough so that you get the free shipping, sure, but they couldn't spring for a box. I mean, you're getting 12 cakes. They couldn't spring for a box. Come on, people. Really? Do better. Anyway, after talking to customer service, I said it at least 3 times. Could you make sure they send my stuff in a box next time? Anyway, so I don't know if I told y'all what I ordered when I told you that I'd ordered from Michael's, but I ordered more of the cinnamon swirl cakes, and just in case you're unaware of the specs, I'm gonna go over the specs one time, because I ordered 6 of the same color. Because, well, why not? It's 8-ounce cake, 227 grams, 407 yards, 372 meters. It is washable and dryable. It recommends a 5mm hook, 5mm knitting needle, and it's a 4 weight yarn. This colorway is called Lilac and Lime, which just so happens to be the same colorway that Llama Mama Kayla got for herself for Mother's Day. But anyway, it is gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. So you see how beautiful this cake looks, even though we got some stringy dings hanging from the bottom. That's par for the course. That's gonna happen. Okay, there's a little stringy dings happen here and here. That's not too bad. I can live with this. I can live with that part. I'm gonna dust off part of the desk. I can put it over here. This one looks perfectly fine. Okay. Invoices telling me how much I ordered. This one starting to look a little rougher here. It's all, you know. Anyway, I had to put it in a basket because that's how rough everything turned out to look. The cinnamon swirl cakes, they didn't get the brunt of it. The blossom cakes, they're what caught the worst of it. Let's see, this one's a little, you know. Anyway, that one's okay. I don't have a lot of room around me. I'm gonna put that under here. This poor little cake is all discombobulated. I had to take the label back on here because this was popped off. The label was popped off of this one, and it's been all squished up. So the label was popped off. I think the label was actually popped off of 2 of these, and I had to tape them back on. So yeah, the label was popped off of 2 of these, and I taped them back on. So that's why they look okay now, but only after I kind of put them back together. Yeah. Now here comes the poor pitiful excuse. This is what I had to. This is one of the blossom cakes. This is after I zhuzhed it and put it back together. This is not what when I opened the bag. This was all. I mean, really. I'm not sure that all the yardage is even here. I'm just, the blossom cake. This is the colorway Denim Days. And the specs on this one, it's also a 4-weight yarn. It's 481 yards and 440 meters. It's a 4-weight yarn. It is, now the cinnamon swirl cakes are 100% acrylic. This one is 61% cotton and 39% acrylic. And you can machine wash and dry this as well. And it's a 5mm knitting needle and a 5mm crochet hook, even though I will be using a 6 because this is a fat 4. But this is the worst of the bunch here. But this is after I had to wrap the string around the middle to hold it together. This is the only one that the ball band didn't pop off of. Out of this, well, most of the cakes. But yeah, I'll put that back in the basket over here. This one's all jacked up. I taped the ball band back on this one. Yeah, this one's ripped. I gotta tape that. But you see what I'm talking about, right? I'm not just being picky. I'm not a picky person. I'm not a hard to live with person. But when you pay money for a company to send you something, you don't, you know. See, this one, I had to tape the label back on, but the cake looks perfect. The cake part, this was my expectation. Okay, when I ordered it, I did not expect this. So, you see my dilemma here. But I'm not a person who lets people run over me. I stopped being that person a long time ago. No, not company, not person gets to run over me. I do not sit down and take it and let people mistreat me. I don't. If someone, if I feel like I've been done dirty somehow, some way, like, you know, people sending me things that I pay for that when I get it, it's all messed up like this. I contact said company, and I did an online chat with Michael's, and I told her in a very tactful conversation, because that's not how I was feeling, but you know, I am a Christian woman, so I will use my Christian tactfulness. And I told her, you know, look, most, you know, over, you know, half of my order is messed up, and what are you gonna do about it? Essentially. And so she offered me a partial refund, or they could just send me out replacements. So I opted for replacements. I asked her, what am I to do with the damaged yarn? And she said, keep it, donate it, whatever you want to do with it. See, just that quick, they made me happy. So, of course, as soon as I got off the phone with them, I get an email saying I'm getting a refund, a partial refund, and replacement sent. That makes me very happy. So, not today, but sometime in the near future. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this cake, this really messed up one, and I will probably either recake it or just take it and hand ball it up into a ball, because I'm gonna use this, because, well, how crazy would it be not to use it? I have plans for this yarn, you know, specifically for this yarn. Now they're going to resend me, I think, 3 of them. They're resending me 3, because that's the, you know, that specifically I told her 3 of them were pretty messed up. So they're replacing 3, and so I wanted to have some to put back in the cubes to, you know, because we decorate with our yarn, do we not? And I wanted to have them as part of the aesthetic for the room, because they're pretty when they don't look like this. So some of it will be kept as decoration, but don't be surprised, it depending on how long it takes them to get me the replacements, I may use some of it as prizes in Johnny's birthday giveaway, because I'm getting replacements. So anyway, so as mad as and angry as I was when I unpacked these, and seen the hot mess that they were, Diet Mountain Dew. The customer service agent via chat, because if you go down and you look at the bottom of your order screen on your app, and it shows it gives you the 800 number, 1-800-Michaels. It also has a little tiny icon for a chat. So you just tap that, and then you have to go through a couple little stupid questions, and tell it that your question's still not answered, and then it'll finally offer to give you a live chat. And so you go to the live chat, and you chat with a live agent. And so that's what I did, because I don't like to talk on the phone. When I was working, I talked on the phone for 8 to 12 hours a day. And when you've done that for a job, 8 to 12 hours a day, talk on the phone, you don't really like to talk on the phone that much. The only person that can get me to talk on the phone for any length of time is Llama Mama Kayla. I will sit and talk on the phone to her, but she's pretty much the only person that I will do that with. I don't like to talk on the phone. I talked on the phone for a living. I don't like to talk on the phone. I prefer to do things digitally. I like to text. When I look for customer service, I look for those live chats. because I prefer to interact that way. Because I don't want to talk on the phone if I don't have to. And plus, they can't hear my attitude in that live chat. Because what I'm saying to her in the chat is not what I'm actually thinking. I'm being way more calm and tactful in my live chat than I really was wanting to be. Because I was pretty mad. You don't order 12 cakes and then get then get them in the mail and they end up like they ended up and not be a bit mad. So, but she handled it beautifully, or he or whoever. It had a foreign sounding name, but the representative handled it beautifully. They quickly apologized and offered, they asked for details, wanted to know the names of the items that were damaged. They offered a refund. They offered a replacement. They didn't, inconvenience me by asking me to return anything. It was a really good experience. So don't be afraid if you received anything from Michael's that's damaged or whatever. Don't be afraid to contact their customer service, because at least for me, I could only speak on my own personal experience, that they were very accommodating and very kind, and handled my issue really quick. And I didn't have to haggle, I didn't have to beg, or I didn't have to browbeat or anything like that. It was dealt with very quickly. So, saved my evening. So, Johnny forgot to thaw out something for supper, so we went and got Church's chicken. So that's what I'm going to go have for supper. But, anyway, but we did go to the movies. We went and seen this movie called Knights of the Zodiac. And, and I hadn't even seen any kind of previews for it, but I was looking through Fandango, which is what he got the gift card for. Thank you, Amy, for the movie gift card. And that's what we did. We used his Fandango gift card. And but I was looking through the movies, and I said, Knights of the Zodiac, what is that? And because I hadn't seen a preview for it at all, so I looked and went and watched the trailer for it, and I was like, that looks fantastic. And so I had called Johnny in there because we were going to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and which I really wasn't looking forward to be perfectly frank. I mean, if you've seen the first two, you've probably seen the third one. Kind of like John Wick. If you've seen him get his butt kicked for the first three movies, he's just going to get his butt kicked again in the fourth movie. Then he's going to get up and kick someone else's butt. You know what I mean? Pete and repeat is how I feel about John Wick 4. Not that I probably won't eventually watch it, but I didn't want to pay to go to the movies and see it, because I felt like it was just a washing, just a repeat of the same movie. But Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Johnny really wanted to see. But it is a Disney movie, and very in short order, after it leaves the theater, it will be put on Disney Plus, and Johnny can watch it on Disney Plus. And so, when I pulled him into the living room to look at the trailer for Knights of the Zodiac, me and him both were like, yeah, we want to go see that one, because it's just really, really good. And it was our kind of movie, knights, I like anything involving armor and swords, and and I like the Greek mythology stuff. This involves Athena, the goddess of war, and so stuff like that. I like that type of stuff, and Johnny does too. And so all that really appeals to us. And so after watching a couple of the trailers, John and I were like, yeah, that's one we're going to see. So that's the one we went to go see, and it was fantastic. So if you get a chance to see Knights of the Zodiac, you should see it. It was really good. And it was very, I would say, family friendly. So definitely, you know, something that you could probably watch with your kids. So it was really nice. And it wasn't very crowded. I mean, for an afternoon movie, it wasn't very crowded. Of course, the kids are probably, school kids are probably getting out of school right before Memorial Day here. The school year probably will end right before Memorial Day here. So next week sometime, next week, the kids will be done with school probably by the end of next week, right before Johnny's birthday. That's usually when the school year ends here. But that's when it'll be more crowded during the week at the movies. We try to go during the week at the movies and not the weekends, because we like to go when it's not crowded. But it was a good time. We actually got popcorn this time, and the popcorn was pretty good. We hadn't had movie popcorn in a long time, so we got popcorn this time. But anyway, that's about all I got for y'all today. So I got another video to do that will be for another day. But hope all y'all are having a good evening. I do love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I will see you again soon. Bye now.